So, first time that's happened. Yep. Just got contacted and they wanted to pause the stream. Yep. Was it because I mentioned the reviews? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Doubtful. I think maybe they're just oh. Okay, I just got notified. It's actually not because of I just got told because my management is watching my stream. They said it's not because of you at all. It's on their end. It looks like they're pausing all of them. Okay. Well, there we go.
I dream of it.
I guess we're gonna have to play more Dune this morning. I'm really sorry, guys.
A myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind.
All right.
With that commandment.
So that's wild. I've not had that happen before. That was literally like a stop the presses moment. That is the equivalent of a modern day stop the presses. That's what just happened. Somebody ran into the newspaper place and was like, stop everything! Turn it all off! No, shut it down! Shut it down! That's what just happened. Cut the mic! Get the big wooden hook! Drag him off the stream! Oh, man. That's wild. No, you know what, though? Here's my hope. I'm going to be totally blunt about this. I'm always transparent. I'm always honest. So here's my bluntness about this. I hope the devs looked around, realized this release is a mess, have pulled the sponsorship, are going to patch the game up to the point it should be, and then call us back. That's my hope. That's what I want them to do. It looked like there's some cool stuff in that game. I'd love to actually play it in a state where it's fun. So if that means we have to wait a few weeks, or if they need to patch it a little bit longer, do what you got to do, man. I'd much rather play the patched game than some buggy mess today. So, yeah. What happened? I was just about to switch to a sponsored stream, and I was contacted by the sponsor and said, do not do this now. We want to reschedule. And I said, you know what? From what I've heard, I think that's a good decision. So, yeah. I'm totally fine with stuff like that, man. I don't even care if we have signed contracts. Actually, I didn't say that. My management did not hear me say that. My point is that if a dev ever wants more cook time for their game, I'm happy to oblige. Yes. Signed contracts do matter. Let's make that clear. But I'm totally happy to work with any devs that sponsor me for this kind of stuff. It is more important to me that your game gets out in a good capacity than me to get a payout.
Good show.
So we're good. We're good. My lawyers are fuming right now. I know, right? My management is currently drafting a letter of firing to me right now. They're just gonna put that quote about the contracts and be like, "It's been nice working with you. Have a good one." Gendo.
Hey man,
hey.
My wife and I are watching you this morning on our 7-year anniversary. And on our first date I was showing her Twitch, and she enjoyed your content, so we've watched you together ever since.
Wow. Why, thanks, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. That's super cool of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very cool. Thanks, man. Thank you. Why don't you just play some Mind Eye unsponsored? Because frankly, if a company doesn't want to pay me to play their game, that tells me all I need to know about the game right now. Yep. Especially considering I was supposed to. Yep. So anyway, that's what it is. Oh, I'm getting TTS through my mic. Oh, you know what? I know why. Hold on. Oh, someone's fighting. Someone's fighting, chat. Hold on, I gotta test this real quick.
Wait, I just came back from the loo.
Oh.
Why are we back, or do I need to rewind?
Hey guys, Al the Devil's back from the loo. Just thought we should know that. It seems it's peaking and crackling. Does it sound better now? Is it okay? It's okay now? Okay, weird. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Why are we back here? Because the sponsor canceled the sponsor. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's postponed. Technically, it's postponed. Yep. They said they were going to reschedule. But I mean, you know, if they do, awesome. If they don't, it happens. Mm-mm. Do. For real? Yeah. Mm-hmm. For real. Does that mean we can give subs again? Yeah. Cohh, you're still going to build them, right? No, of course not. I didn't do anything. Mm-mm. Okay, I'm seeing some interesting questions about this. So let me talk about this real quick. Yes, I absolutely could have stuff in my streaming sponsors about agreeing to times, and if the sponsor pulls out, they still get billed, all that stuff. I had the option of doing all that early in my career. I sat down and talked with lawyers, like, how do I want my sponsors to be? How do I want my contracts to be? My sponsorships and my contracts are very dev friendly. So I do not bill if I don't do work. I don't bill if devs have to pull out for technical reasons. I don't do any of that. So I made the decision early not to corporatize that side of the stream. If I'm going to do a sponsorship, it's because I want the dev to succeed. I'm not looking to screw devs by this stuff. I want to help them, because obviously I only take sponsorships of games I want to play, so I want them to succeed. So no, I don't do anything like, you know, force sponsors to pay if they don't have a game ready at a certain time or stuff like that. The only time, and I will say this, the only time I ever kind of got on a sponsor was because they contracted me to promote something for a month. And then when I was supposed to do the thing, when I was supposed to play the sponsored game, they released the game, but they pulled the sponsored stream. And the only issue there is that I had been promoting it for a month. So it's like I'd literally been promoting their game for a month. Like, go check this game out, go with us to do all this stuff. So and the deal was for the promotion and the stream. And then right like an hour before the stream, they were like, you know, we decided to go a different road with it. We're gonna use a bunch of smaller creators instead. Thanks for everything. And my management was like, they literally did it like 2 hours before, and it was just like that kind of stuff. And thankfully, it's only happened once. But that kind of stuff they will step into. That's a bit of a problem. If I've already done the work, that's a bit of a thing. But and then I have had numerous people over the year just not pay. Yep, that's happened too. One time a PR company went bankrupt and just didn't pay me out. Another time a company got bought, and when they switched the leadership, they didn't process the previous payouts that were owed, and until we contacted them, and they were like, oops, sorry. Here's all that money we owe you, whoops. You know, stuff like that happens. It happens, but it's all just business stuff, man. That's not unique to streaming. That's just business. Just business. Yep. Anytime money's involved. I don't like the idea that Mindsight gets to hold back the sponsored blocks, but are still selling the game on Steam. Not good enough for Cohh, but good enough for normals. That's scummy. Well, here's the thing. It's hard to take the game down. Now, first of all, I don't want to defend the game. I haven't played it, so I don't know how bad it is. But there may be reasons they're doing that, is all I'm saying. There also may be reasons that it's out, and there also may be people that are not pleased that worked on it that it's out. So they're with a situation like Mind's Eye, you need to make sure not to jump the gun until we get all the information. Like, for instance, there's a chance that the devs were like, this game is not ready, do not release it. And the parent company or marketers were like, we don't care, release it anyway. And it's like, if that happens, I'm not really mad at the devs. In fact, I kind of feel for them, you know, like, because that happens. That absolutely happens. And in a case like that, you can't really, like, you know, if the devs are like, please do not release this to the world, and then they do, that's just, you know, that's just a shitty situation. But in that case, the last thing you want to do is get mad at the devs, because they're already in a terrible situation. They don't need your unneeded hate on top of that. You know what I mean? So with Mind's Eye, I know I'm going to be looking at this a lot more. This is the first time a sponsor has pulled out, like, literally after the sponsor was for 8 o'clock. I got the message they pulled out at 8:02. So I don't know if maybe that's just when my management got the message. I don't know, but that's a first. That's a first. So my guess is there's probably some fires going on over there that they're dealing with right now.
Good show.
So honestly, before I talk about it anymore, I'm gonna wait until I have more info. Oh, I'm in a sandstorm. I should probably get out of this sandstorm. What do you guys think? I probably should do that before my car is completely destroyed. It's a good thing I don't just yap all day, chat, and forget basic things. It's a really good thing I don't do that. That would be terrible. Okay, good. We barely... Oh, we took some tread damage, but that's about it. It's not too bad. Okay. Then we can make some wire here. It's very aggressive sand. Yeah. I don't know if they reduced how bad sandstorms are from beta, but they feel a little weaker. Let me see here. Yes. This, if you give subs now, you will get, now that I'm back in Dune, that will work. Yes. You will get the Atreides armor set if you give 2 subs now. Oh, there's finally a little bit of damage there. That must have been from the sandstorm. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and unload this. Is the story in this game canon? Kind of. It's canon in the what happens in this game actually happens. But this world is a spice stream that Paul's having. So it is actually happening, but it's actually happening in a hallucination that Paul's having in the world, in the real world. And what's going to be awesome, and what I'm really hoping, is that they somehow connect this to the real world. Which they could do, but they'd have to get creative with it. Yep, Shaq and Noah Marley, thanks for the subs, guys. Let's go over and get some blurred while we're thinking about it. And we'll get some more aluminum. We need some more water here. I really want to talk more about the story, finish it up already. Okay, we'll work on that some today. In fact, I want to do the glutton because apparently we get a good melee weapon, and I'm kind of on this melee kick right now because I love these abilities right here. See, that's just awesome. When that works, that just feels good. I like it. Freaking warp in, slice a dude, knee another guy into a stun, and then kill him in 1 shot. That just feels good. When it works, it's good. It just doesn't always work. But when it works, it's good. All right, got some blurred there. I think our other camp is, yep, right around the side. Oh, we can also do this. I need to start doing this a lot more too, don't I? Hell yeah, man. Or do harvest time though. How are we looking on time? Ah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Let me just put in this torture device of a blood extractor. I'm pretty sure I saw this exact same blood extractor in Saw. Yep. I think that's where they got this model from, actually. Pretty sure. All right, now we're going to go over to the other side. We'll grab some water on the way over. Should be getting close to optimum dew harvest time. Still poor. Does anyone happen to know, like, if I harvest a flower, a water patch, does anyone know how long it's going to be until it gets water on it again? Like, is it the kind of, can you run around like 5 water patches like you can resources? The next day. Oh, so you can only harvest a water thing once per night? Oh, damn. Okay. Well, geez. I didn't realize it was that bad. Thank you, chat. So in other words, it's really advantageous to wait for the proper dew harvesting time and not harvest it earlier. Good to know. Oh, dude, I heard about Ben's Studios. That's so disappointing, man. That is so disappointing. They just released the Days Gone remaster, too. I was really hoping that that was going to do well. But apparently it did so not well that they had to lay off a bunch of their studio. Like, damn, dude. What happened to the sponsor game? Sponsor canceled. Boop. All right, let's get the blood going first. Great. Get all that chungusing along. All of this is working well. Let's also go ahead and deposit all of this. Start some more stuff. Is this game sponsored? No. Well, I mean, I did a sponsor stream for it yesterday. Yes. And chat has been sponsoring me with their gift subs for the Atreides armor promotion. So it's mostly sponsored by chat, I would say. All right, there's 40 more there. 40 more there. I'm gonna need another blood thing here. Yep. Alrighty, let's get all of the aluminum we can off. Put it on our ornithopter, and then we're gonna go get some industrial pumps and move them all south. Gonk with a $30 tip to the mod team.
To the best mods on Twitch, a haiku, thank you mod team. Cohh eats like a king, mods gnaw on stale emote crumbs. Still, no snack in sight.
That's true. That's a fan. Hold on. Cohh eats like a king. Mods gnaw on stale emote crumbs. Still no snack in sight. Awesome. Awesome. I've been seeing a lot of reviews on this game online saying it's only fun if you're playing with others, but Cohh has been playing solo and mostly enjoying it. Wonder what the disconnect is. Oh, BMAT, that's because I'm a gamer and I like video games. No, I'm just kidding. It all depends on how you enjoy games. I play a lot of survival builders solo, so this is just kind of how I like to enjoy them. I like enjoying them at my own pace. I like enjoying them how I feel the developers intend by not having people shower me with resources so that the tech progression and everything is cool. I like building everything myself. So, I mean, it depends on how you like to play. This game, I will say this game offers a huge amount for the solo player that plays like I do. So if you do play games like me, this game has a huge amount to offer you. Yep. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I'm opening the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so I want to put all of the ingots we can fit, basically, onto this. I thought Cohh was switching to Mind's Eye. I was going to, and then the devs were like, no, no, no. Actually, their PR team was, to put it clear. Let's go in here. Move all 390 aluminum ingots coming over. Woo! Delicious. All right, we also going to bring over more of this. Great.
Good show.
Thanks, Greg. Okay. Actually, let's see. I think we're good. How much time you got? About half an hour. Okay. Let's go get some industrial pumps, and then we're heading home. How much room do we have on us? 20. Okay, good. One day I'm going to be able to favorite things to go at the top of my list. One day. Did I get a Switch 2? I did not. Nope. I do not have a Switch 2. Alright, let's go check out Sentinel City. Need to get, I think, 5 more industrial pumps. Have you done the worm story that requires you to be eaten? Nope, haven't been eaten yet. I have not been killed by a worm. Hey, Blue Chronos. Oh, is this it? Is this Sentinel whatever? Oh, it is. Let's not land there. Let's go here. That's a sandblaster. Dude, that place looks fly. Wow. Okay. What happened to the sponsor? We are moving it to another time. Yep. I think they probably want to get some patches in first, which is totally understandable from the sounds of it.
I got you.
Man, that's a big old flame you got there. It'd be a real shame if someone teleported behind you and killed you. Oh. Whoops. Okay. Brainbug, thanks for the 5 bomb, dude.
Good show.
Enjoy your armor, friendo. Thank you for the subs. Leluja, that is awesome. Glad you enjoyed it.
NGLI was not paying attention to this game and had zero interest until I watched you play it, and now it looks like one of the coolest games to release this year. Amazingly even better than what I saw of the Oblivion remake.
Dude, I mean, this game is doing a lot of cool, fun things. It definitely has its share of issues, but if you're the kind of person that can focus on the good stuff, there's a lot of really good stuff in this game. And I'm hoping over time that they'll get those jank issues a little toned down. But although this game is janky, for me, it's by no means a deal breaker. Still really enjoying it.
Good show.
Ooh. Great. Any plans to replay through Stellar Blade? Not right now. My next replay is going to be Lies of P. I think we have to replay through the base game to get to the DLC, and I'm kind of really excited to do that. So, yeah. Isn't jank part of the fun? Sometimes.
VIPs.
There's different kinds of jank. And sometimes the jank is just funny and fine, and that's cool. But if you're running from an enemy and you're far away from any respawn point, and the jank gets you caught in a place where you can't move and then the enemy kills you, that's not fun. There's nothing fun about that. And unfortunately, this game has both kind of jank. So sometimes the jank is fine and it's fun and it's like lol, whatever. And other times it costs you an hour of work. So that's, you know, it can be fine and it can not be too. Kind of depends. But for the record, this game has both. I would say this.
Someone's a big
I would say this game
shot
probably
eye.
has a little bit more fun
big old
jank. Like I've been playing this game now for about 40 hours. I've almost died a couple times to jank, but I don't think I've actually died to jank yet. And I would argue that most of the jank I've encountered has been the for funsies kind.
There's someone here.
Yeah. So that's good. But especially in like melee combat, when things get heavy, if there's like the tiniest bit of lag, the whole thing kind of falls apart. So that's the kind of stuff they really need to fix up. Like it feels so good sometimes, and then other times it just feels like a broken mess. So as they fine-tune that system and more times become fun and less times become more of a broken mess, I think the game is just going to get exponentially better and better. So, yeah. It does show us, though, that the game is capable of delivering the awesome moments. It just doesn't always do that. So the consistency is the problem, not the quality of the product, which is good, because a lot of times for games it's the other way around. And in those ways, you can't really save it. There's no, like, if the game is just not fun, it doesn't matter how polished it is. You're not going to make it that fun. This game is really fun. It's just the jank sometimes gets in the way. So it's different.
Shields up. I need help.
Okay. Good. The quality isn't great, though. Well, I should say, yeah, quality is probably not the best word, but the opposite of consistency that doesn't denote low quality. What's that word I'm looking for? But yeah, inconsistent quality. We'll just call it that. There we go. Maybe inconsistent quality. Maybe we'll just combine the two words. That's the easiest way to do it. That's what the game has, inconsistent quality. And we just want to get that quality consistent. It's clear they can make quality. That's the big thing. They can make quality. It's just the quality is inconsistent. And over time, I think we'll see that consistency go up. There we go. Okay. I learned how to English. We did it, chat. We did it together, but we did it. All right, how many industrial pumps did I get? 8. I got 8. I cleared this entire place out, and I got 8. How many do we need for the big one? 25. Okay. Did I miss? I must have missed a spot. Yeah, I must have missed a big chest or two. And in fact, now that I'm thinking about it, we haven't really got anything yet. Like, we haven't gotten any big chests. We really haven't gotten anything at all. Is this the top? Oh! Whoops. I think I just went from the middle to the top. This is just another entrance. Okay. I don't think we actually went into the base. I think that's the issue. Whoops, whoops, whoops. We just landed on the helipad, basically. That makes a lot more sense. Although one thing these devs love to do is hide the best loot in areas. So I need to get in the habit of looking for little tunnels and breakable rocks and stuff more. I'm sure dude, there's a little area at the beginning of my base. I walked through this area probably 15 times. And then yesterday I'm doing it, and somebody just goes, "Why isn't he getting the hidden chest?" And I was like,
Nani?
And sure enough, I had moved through that place probably 15 times, and when you go through a locked door, I had not been looking up in the corner. And if you look up in the corner, there's this little ass tunnel, and if you go back that little ass tunnel, there's a star chest and like 2 big chests. I was like, dude, if I had known that was there when I had first gone through and been farming that, oh my god, I would have had like unlimited spiced infused iron at the beginning of the game. Big sigh. But yeah. They do a lot of stuff like that. So is this deeper? Oh, this is deeper. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this, dude. This is awesome. It's all underground? I just totally whiffed that. Is that a player? Oh. What's up, man? How you doing? Don't go too deep? No, that's kind of a thing here. We go deep. That's the only length we know to go, chat. Yep. Alright. Oh, hey, C-Swan, come here, man. Let's see, where are you? I'm gonna do this. There we go. Boom. Great. There's 5 more pumps.
Oh yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah, man. No, we can't do that. Up here. If anyone else is around here and wants to come, feel free. Here we go.
Hey, just watched your review of the game, and was wondering, is the combat as animation locky as it looks? It felt like whenever you attacked in melee, you were committing to that
Yes,
animation.
and you are. That's pretty much how it works. Yep. So right there, like, I'm going to attack, and the second I attack, I'm going to hold backward. Actually, hold on. That's not a good way to do it. Can we do a dodge? No, you can dodge out of attacks. So basically, once you start swinging, although you can move the animation, you need to finish the swing. So that makes it feel a little clunkier than normal. They also, right before the game went live, they added this new light, heavy, slow system. And I think it needs a little bit of timing work. It doesn't feel very intuitive. But it's the combat in Melee is definitely a little target locky. Yes. Now I will say I'm also using the slowest weapon. There are 4 different melee weapons, and this is the slowest. So I've heard if you use a Chris knife or one of the smaller, like dagger-like weapons, that it's a lot faster.
We need to recruit some medical people into the movement. A real physician.
I'm kind of feeling
nice,
the sword though, so.
But any sort of chemist or medic would be a start. We've had several folks taken ill, and there's not a lot we can do for them out here. The whole crew that flew off with Yates on that salvage recovery job have come down sick. Some of them are in a real bad way. People are blaming that bad spice that's supposed to be going around. No one wants to go near them now. Poor souls.
Dude, a Mark IV cutter ray? Oh my god. Hell yeah, what we got here? Ooh, don't do that. What's this? The Network crew operated a supply depot of sandflies for many years, ensuring the flow of spice and other goods to the smugglers in return for the basic supplies they needed to survive. This unique dirk was reportedly a gift from Esmar. This unique dirk was reportedly a gift from Esmar Tuek himself, a product of black market technology that only a smuggler could access. Interesting. I wonder what that does. We may have to make that just to see what it does. Okay, let's keep poking around here. I feel like it goes further. I don't think we're done here. Let's definitely keep looking. This place is badass. Oh Lord. I'm coming, bud. You good? You're good. Okay, great. We'll take all this stuff for now, but I'm assuming we're going to have to break it all down soon. Scary Owls! Thanks for gifting that sub, bud. Enjoy the Atreides armor, my man. Very much appreciate your support. Alright, grab you. Dude, we have 24 industrial pumps right now. Hell yes. Nope. Sorry, sir. Oh, you're not dead. Now you're dead.
Good show.
There we go. Get her down too. Easy Ed. Thanks for that sub, dude. Appreciate it.
Good show.
Thank you, Amelia. Also, Zozo. Zozo. Did I do that? I think I said that right. Thank you for your sub, too. Appreciate it. Whoa!
Praise accepted.
Mark IV Ornithopter thrusters? Dude, I'm totally going to try those. Hell yeah. Awesome. Broken Player, thanks for that 5, dude. That is awesome.
Good show.
I wanted to try these, but I didn't want to spend the resources to make them, so this is perfect. Alright, let's keep looking through here. More industrial pumps, fantastic. I love the idea of us putting an industrial pump in our pants. Like, where are we, like, look at the size of that icon. Like, look at what we're looting. they don't even try. It's like a giant hulking piece of iron and steel. And we're just casually carrying around like what? 28 of them in our pockets. What I'm trying to say is my immersion is ruined. I don't even know how I play this game. Let's see. This place looks
VIP detected.
back outside though, so I think this is just another exit. I kind of hope they eventually put in some actual stealth stuff in this game. There's no actual stealth stuff, is there? Is there? Can you like backstab and stuff? Is that a thing in one of the classes? Interdimensional storage space? That's fair.
I see someone.
Dude, why is this? Oh, it's because I'm getting hit before it's firing off. Almost. Got hit too many times. One thing I'm not super digging about the melee changes is you can't really choose to do a slow attack or a heavy attack. The game kind of decides for you based on the state of the enemy. And sometimes it doesn't choose what I want it to do. And it doesn't feel good when that happens. So like I'll do a warp or a knee charge and I want to do a slow attack, but it will do the parry, it'll do the heavy instead of the slow. And then I'll get interrupted and the whole thing will screw up. So they changed this system between the last beta and live, and I feel like it needs some more work. It was a big change to put in right before the game went live. I like the direction though. I will say the combat feels better now than it did before the changes. So the direction is good, but it needs more. It feels like it's like half finished. This system needs more. It needs a lot better methods in dealing with the flow of combat when you have multiple things firing at you and you're dealing with. Because the flow is great, as long as it doesn't get interrupted. But if the flow gets interrupted, like it quickly just becomes, it just feels bad. It just doesn't feel good. Because you can't really get back into that flow easily. Did the new patch fix your issues with Tainted Grail? No, we're waiting until August for Tainted Grail. The devs of Tainted Grail announced that in August, they're actually adding a patch that adds content to Act 3. So we're going to wait for the added content. Oh, wait, Celt says, Cohh, wait, check this out. You can claim the buggy here. Really? That's okay, but thank you. That's really cool. I didn't realize we could claim the buggy here. I claimed a bike by accident in another area. That's cool, man. Free buggy. All yours if you want it, by the way. Grab it, man. Jedlight, thank you very much for that 5. Thank you. Why on Steam does it say you're streaming V-Rising? I'm actually streaming like 5 or 6 different games on Steam. Those are all VODs. A lot of times indie devs will contact me and ask if they can use my VOD on Steam, and I of course say sure. So I think I'm on the V-Rising page and a few others. Cohh, you're smoking today? Thanks. Anyone know why the outfit drops? Anyone know why the outfit drops wouldn't be showing up in game? You have to restart. So first you have to connect your Dune account to your Twitch account so that they know who you are. Then you have to gift 2 subs to anyone streaming Dune, this channel or any channel. And then once you do that, you need to restart your Dune client, from what I've been told. They don't just show up. And then after you restart, you should get the Atreides armor stuff. And theoretically, that's how it works. Okay, 6 minutes here. Got a little bit more there. We could probably get a few more cooking. Nice. Great. Is this my base? Yep.